Hey everybody, finally back after not recording for a while, but here we are. I was kind of debating what I wanted to play, and I settled finally on Oblivion. Actually, hold on, I need to tell them to turn my volume a little bit, because that's fucking loud. But, dang, that was really loud. But, yeah, Oblivion, it's mostly just, well, okay, I have the Game of the Year edition, so I have all, like, the official plugins and all that crap. So that's going to be kind of cool. There's a couple plugins I haven't played with before, because I bought this a while ago, but whatever, I'll explain it more later, because I'm sure you guys want to start. But just real quick, I have a couple of mods installed. I have basically the unofficial Oblivion patch, unofficial shivering. I like basically all the unofficial patches that fix a shit ton of bugs and stupid shit. And then I have natural environments that makes like water and weather look better and stuff. And I tried to install this one inventory mod, but it didn't work. I do know for a fact that I'm going to be making like basically a pretty hardcore mage character, probably with some archery just so I can apply poisons, but mostly just going to be mage, and I'm going to need to download a mod that basically gives me more hotkeys, because I need them. Anyways, let's start a new game, yes. It'll be super fun. But yeah, I really need a more hotkeys, because I do not have enough hotkeys. So yeah, I'll explain more about my character as we progress in the thing. Here's a cutscene, so I'll shut up.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
Dun dun dun. Anyways, here we are. Yeah. So, what the deal is I had muted my mic for that cinematic, and apparently I forgot to unmute it. So, that is a great start, because I'm talking post gameplay. And I've done some stuff off screen, because yeah, I would have explained why I did stuff off screen, basically because I'm not doing everything on screen, because there's some things, like, I'm literally sitting there just getting beat up on purpose. It's like, what's the point of putting that on screen? I just want to do it to raise my skills. Anyways, so we are making a high elf, because I want their magicka bonus, because it is fantastic. At least I think it is. And the only downside to being a high elf, like, racially wise, of course, is always the ability thing. But the abilities, they gain plus 10 intelligence, which is good for me. Minus 10 willpower and minus 10 agility, I think? Or is it strength? No, it's strength and agility, I think. Or it might be endurance. I can't remember. One of the two. I hope it's not endurance, because endurance is something good. But I guess if it's only 10 less, that's not a huge problem. I'd probably only lose out on 8 life, which really isn't that much. I'll explain more about the skills once we get to actually level up thing. I'm just designing my guy right now. I forgot what I did to design him. I just remembered I hated his mouth, and his nose was way too big or something. Yeah. I don't know, he doesn't look that bad. I picked kind of an oldie haircut. It doesn't really matter, because I'm probably going to be without a helmet. I mean, without hair, because I'm going to be wearing a helmet. But, yeah. I'm being a mage dude, basically. Going to be going a little bit of marksman, so that I can apply poisons, actually, from a distance, preferably. Because I don't want to be up in melee, at least not right away. I might eventually, once I get to a high enough level, decide, you know, I want to increase my melee and, like, kick ass. But as of yet, not going to happen. Yeah. So, I never fully explained myself. Okay, so, they get plus 100 magicka, and your base magicka is your intelligence times 2. So, I get my intelligence times 2 plus 100. And so I think my intelligence starts at 50. That's 100. Plus 100 is 200, I think, is where it starts at. Or is it 300? Maybe they give you 100 base just to start out with, plus 2 times your intellect, plus your racial. I don't remember. I know a little bit about this game, but I'm not super, like, oh my god, I know everything. Like, I don't go into the game. Some people go in game files and shit, and they know everything. I don't. But, yeah, I want the bonus to magicka, and the only downside, really, other than, like, of course, the stats and shit, is that, I gain a 25% weakness to electricity, fire, and ice. Or cold, whatever you want to call it. But, so that could be viewed as bad, but with the build I'm going, that's probably not going to be an issue, because most sources of those 3 things are magical in nature, and I'm going to be making my guy, hopefully, have 100% spell absorption, which will basically mean I cannot be hurt by spells, which is going to be just retarded. I'm contemplating if I should not do it. I could do worse things. I mean, you can get 100% chameleon. Basically, there's invisibility, which is you turn invisible and nobody can see you, but the second you do an action, you lose your invisibility. So it can be good for sneaking around and getting, like, behind people. But generally, once you get in combat, once you do something, people know you're there, of course. Of course, once you use it again, they won't be able to find you, really. I think some people can, because they can, you know, see you when you're invisible because of whatever effect. But chameleon is like invisibility, except it doesn't break when you do an action. And there's varying degrees of it. Like, you can only have 50% chameleon, which means you're, like, half invisible. It makes you a lot harder to see, but you can, of course, still be seen if you walk right up to somebody. But if you get 100%, you can't be seen, you can do any action. It basically makes the game trivial, because nobody can do anything against you. Anyways, we're done character creating. Unofficial Oblivion patch. I have the unofficial patches. I think I mentioned that in the beginning, the part where I didn't fuck up. But this guy's gonna talk to us. All I'm doing is... I should probably stop so you can listen. My magicka's low.
I'll be free, and you'll still be stuck in this rat hole, waiting for your execution. That's right. I heard some of the guards talking. You're going to die in here, High Elf. You hear me? You're going to die.
Going to die in here.
Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
For you. Anyways, I'm just raising my restoration while I wait. Because your magicka regens a little blue bar in the bottom left. So might as well get some skill ups.
No, they're dead. I know it.
My job right now is to get you to safety. What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix up at the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
Yeah.
No sign of persistence. Stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You. I've seen you.
Old guy.
Let me see your face. You are the one.
See, he has like the same hair as me, I think. We're cool that way.
The stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength.
I'm talking about something. Oh, that's why I paused here to explain some stuff. But yeah, restoration is under the domain of willpower, so I'm not worried about raising it and messing up my leveling.
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell. I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way. Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for. So do we all. But what path can be avoided whose end is fixed by the almighty gods?
Please, sire, we must keep moving.
So yeah, I'm not worried about messing up my willpower during leveling, because willpower increases your magicka regenerate, which you think might be important, but it isn't too important for the character I'm going to be playing as. For those of you who have played this game, you probably know what I'm talking about. Those of you who haven't, well, you're in for a treat. If you haven't played this game before, you're going to be lost, probably. At the beginning, at least. I sure know I was. I was just like, what is going on? But yeah, it's not so bad. I'll try and help. I'm not going to explain leveling right now. I'll explain that at the beginning of my next video, which I actually am probably going to... I don't want to record it tonight, because I got done working and it's late. But, yeah. Oh yeah, sorry I haven't been up... Oh, that's right, Captain Renault died. How unfortunate. I take all our shit, of course, because you just take everything in this game. I'm just sitting there watching these dudes fight. They don't even care.
Are you alright, sire? We're clear for now.
Captain Renault?
She's dead. Sorry, sire, but we have to keep moving.
She's dead.
Could they be waiting
But yeah.
here? Don't know.
So... Oh, also the text, like when I'm talking to people.
They won't be the first.
There are times where I might skip it.
I'll take point. Let's move.
Because
Stay here.
I feel like it, to be honest. Anyways, you're gonna get a first taste of combat. Haha, not really combat. It's so freaking easy at such a low level. I think I was explaining the console there. But yeah, I'm gonna be using the console. If you saw it pop up in the little left, like my HUD disappeared. But yeah, these rats just get owned by that flare spell at level 1. Just not even a challenge. And yeah. Oh, also, Hyles get a racial bonus to destruction, so it's higher than normal. And we're gonna do lock picking as well. I'm gonna get arrows. Why the hell not? Lock picking's easy. You just poke up in the spot. Once it gets to the top, you can left click to lock it in place. Just do that for all of those that are down, and you got it. Pretty darn easy. I mean, if you're patient, you can pick any lock. Like you can pick I could pick a very hard lock right now without picking a single pick. It's just a matter of waiting until you're comfortable to actually lock it in place. Which oftentimes I'm not. I'm gonna be like, if I have a lot of picks, I'm just gonna auto attempt till I get it because I'm lazy. Yeah. But for these first few levels, because it's so easy to raise skills, I'm gonna be very strict about how I raise my character. So I'll be really good. Because what happens is if you do not do the low levels right, and you just kind of, like, say you make alchemy your major skill. You should never make alchemy your major skill if you're planning to use it at all, because it's so easy to raise, and you'd level up like crazy. Problem is, you would only have a lot of intelligence, because alchemy is under the domain of intelligence. So you wouldn't have a lot of other stuff, and you wouldn't be very well balanced. I mean, you'd be good at magic, but if you actually... Here's a zombie. Woo. They're like weak to fire, actually, I think, so they're pretty easy to kill from you. Even though they do have a lot of health. But, yeah. So it's important to do the early levels right, because I know my first guy, I made like security and sneak and shit, which are those are all really easy to level, and they're all agility domain. I made those my main skills, my major skills, and so you only level up when you level up your major skills. So I leveled up my freaking skills, and yeah, I got, because the mid-levels, like, say, 15, like, probably actually 10 to, like, 20, I would say is kind of, that's, like, lower mid-ish. But those are hell on earth if you don't level up right. It's rather annoying. Anyways, we're just kind of going through here. I don't know what to talk about. I know when I was doing it, I actually talked about the combat a little bit, but it's really quite point and click at this point. I'm kind of ridiculously good, and it's really, like, not hard at all. I mean, just make sure you lead them by the proper amount, and you're good to go. So yeah, here I'm picking up, you just want to pick up all the food. Really, there's no reason not to unless you're in a dungeon or something and you're trying to only get, like, fancy schmancy loot, like enchanted weapons. Because at max alchemy, I could pick up 2 lettuces and make a potion worth, like, freaking 180 gold, which is more gold than I have right now. It keeps me fucking failing miserably. And then I'm just like, whatever, fuck it, I'll let you hit me a few more times before I kill you. Then I just do that twice, restoration spell. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's heal minor wounds. Boom, dead. Yeah. So yeah, I am sorry about fucking this up already. That makes me feel like an idiot. First episode, I already fuck it up. But oh well. It's bound to, you know, it probably would have happened at least once throughout the course of this, because this is probably going to go on for quite a while, because this game's long as shit. But it was bound to happen eventually. It's just really unfortunate it happened on the first episode, I guess. I'm trying to sneak over to this barrel in the wall, but then that dick sees me. What a punk. There's only ale in there, though. I was disappointed. I, like, never drink alcohol in this game, because it always drains your attributes. It's not worth it. And, like, all the time, well, for a mage character especially, because, like, it always drains your intelligence and increases your strength. For, like, a mage, I mean, like, not for a mage, for a melee character it could be good, but whatever. Anyways, wisp stocks kick so much ass. I think I was extolling their virtues right then, because they have, oh, also Cairn bullets are really good. Both those are really easy to get at low levels, and they're really good alchemy ingredients. Cairn bullet has, it gives its first effect. As you level up alchemy, you'll see more effects. I think I might show you now. I might show you later. Anyways, yeah. It's basically, Cairn bullet's their first effect is restore health. Wisp stock's first effect is damage health. And what you have to do with alchemy is you have to mix 2 things that have the same effect. So if you have a lot of Cairn bullets, and you pick up anything that has health, it's like, well, I can just combine this thing I picked up with a Cairn bullet and make a freaking health potion. And the best part is your potion, the weight of the potions you make is determined after the weight of the ingredients you use. And Cairn bullet caps are pretty light. I mean, look at that, 0.1 weight. That's like literally the lowest weight you can get. There are some things that are 0, because they're like below 0.05 weight or whatever. But 0.1 is about as tiny as you're gonna get. So it's really good. Like, even at max level, I'd probably go into some caves just to find Cairn bullets. They're so good. Yeah. So I guess I'll talk more about the build, the character I'm doing. Obviously, I'm going to be using Destruction a little bit. Because Destruction is cool. I can also use it to help my summons, which might attack with Elemental. I'm going to be pretty much raising my Conjuration as fast as I can. Conjuration and Alchemy I'm going to try and raise as fast as I can. Because I want to get my Intelligence to 100 right away, because then I can just raise Conjuration and Alchemy with impunity, because they're going to be my minor skills. They won't level me up. So I can just raise them to 100, which I'll do off screen. I'll just give them to 100, and I'll basically, look, there's damage health potions. Explaining it, so make some damage health potions. I can poison my next arrow with them if I feel like it, or just my sword, whatever. But yeah, basically, yeah. I'm gonna get my, once I get 100 intelligence, Conjuration, Alchemy, just going to the roof as fast as I can. Won't even be hard. Conjuration is literally the fastest skill to level up in the game, I'm pretty sure. Actually, Alchemy is, if you have all the ingredients, but otherwise Conjuration's beastly. Also, yeah, I'm going to be using God mode and shit at certain times. There's a trap, there's a tripwire. I just said screw it. I think I get hit by that one. Yeah. I did not expect it to go that close to me. But, yeah. This game is really fun. I really like it. I mean, you think about Fallout. This is made by the same people as Fallout 3 in New Vegas. And to be honest, in a lot of ways, I like Fallout 3 and stuff because it has pretty fun combat and stuff. Pretty fun. The world is nice, but this game, it has so much more going for it. That's why I'm so excited for Skyrim. I really hope Skyrim is just gonna kick so much ass. I guess this at Let's Play is gonna also be kind of my venue for talking about Skyrim updates and stuff. I saw the E3 footage. I was pretty pumped. You get all this. I want to just fucking dual wield spells and be like, boom, assassinate people with daggers and shit. It's gonna be sweet. I don't even know why I shot that guy with an arrow. I guess because I'm trying to raise my marksman. Also, you get sneak attacks. There you go, sneak attack. I remember that because I actually referred to it in my live commentary as well of a sneak attack. Once you get 25 sneak, you'll hit for 3 times damage on a sneak attack with a ranged, and times 6 with a melee. So, hitting people with a melee weapon sneaking is just devastating, especially if it's like a great sword. I mean, you can just destroy people. Yeah. By far, though, I guess, yeah. I don't know. I'm just going to be depending on my favorite skills. I'll tell you my favorite skills right now. Number 1, illusion. Illusion is amazing. It is amazing. It has like all the best spells. It has invisibility. It has chameleon. It has frenzy. It has all sorts of cool shit. It has calm humanoid, command humanoid. I mean, what don't you like about it? You can charm people. You don't even have to ever play speechcraft if your illusion's high enough, because you can just make somebody like you for a second. You can just cast a spell on them and all of a sudden they like you. You don't have to talk to them. It's just, it saves so much time, and it's just like, oh, probably one of the funniest things is when you cast a frenzy spell. It makes everybody just attack whoever's like closest, and then you go invisible and you just let the enemy kill themselves. It's rather funny, actually. I'm probably going to be doing that quite a bit, although not too much, because otherwise it's just boring. Otherwise, we're progressing through this dungeon pretty quickly. Hopefully, I can get to the point where I'll actually be able to talk about something. Because right now, this is a big dungeon crawl meant to introduce you to the game. I've gone through this like 12 times, probably more. Anyways, we've connected back up with the Emperor, and there's his 2 guards. I'm just sitting here casting spells. Okay, here I stopped casting my spell because I want to regen my magicka to full. You'll find out why in a second. Because yeah, we get to choose our birth sign, and our birth sign basically determines. You know, okay, when I'm not zoomed in on somebody's face, I'm probably going to ignore the dialogue. Like that dialogue. I don't care. It's mostly just flavor dialogue. Also, even some face dialogue I might skip. Basically, if it's not quest related,
It's that prisoner again.
maybe it's like the face-to-face dialogue and it's not quest related, I reserve the right to skip it if I feel like it.
He is not one of them. He
Especially if
can
it's a fucking
He
Breton
must help
talking.
us.
Bretons
They cannot
talk like
understand
idiots.
why I trust
Is
them.
it Bretons or is it
They've not
Imperialists that
seen
talk like
what
idiots?
I've seen. How can I explain?
I can't remember.
Listen,
But somebody just...
You know the name.
Oh.
How they guide our fates with
The
an
voice acting in
invisible
this game is
hand.
pretty shitty, not gonna lie. But I don't even care. It's not
I've
that big a deal.
served the 9 all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder which sign marked your birth.
We get a pick a star sign. Here I explain a little bit. Basically, you have spells who give you passive bonuses, like that one. 100-point bonus to magicka, but you can get 100% weakness to magic. That's kind of cool, I guess. It's an interesting play style. Basically, it makes you a good mage, but you get raped by other mages. Then you have stuff like that just raises your attributes. Then you have some things that give you greater powers and stuff. So that one gives you a powerful heal spell you can use once a day, and you can turn undead with it. But I'm going to be picking the Atronach. Because, okay, check this out. You don't regain magicka over time, which is why I let my magicka recharge before. But you gain 50% spell absorption, and my base magicka is increased by 150 points. Now, spell absorption means if I get hit by a spell, it's basically flip a coin at this point. And if I get the spell absorbed like to work on a spell cast at me, harmful effects do not happen, and I also gain the base cost of mana, magicka, for that spell. So if somebody throws a fireball spell at me, 50% chance, I just don't take any damage from it, and I just get all the magicka. So it's really handy to charge your magicka. And I was talking about getting that to 100%. Not sure if I'm going to do that, because that would be a little ridiculous. That would make some things just a complete joke. But yeah, I pick it anyways. It's just I don't know what I'm talking about at this point. In the live commentary at least. But yeah. Must be talking about a lot of shit. Kinda pissed that I have to do this again. But oh well. I'll do it for you guys. You guys deserve it. Anyways. Come on, pick this stupid thing! Even I'm bored. Anyways. Let's see. So, I guess I'll just talk about what we're going to do once we finally get out of this blasted dungeon. Oh, there we go, finally. Yes.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come. Your stars are not mine. Today the Atronach shall aid you with your appointed burden. No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall. My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied. I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
I would never be that calm if I was going to die.
You may as well make yourself useful here.
Yes, I skip it, because he's just talking about fucking torches. I don't care. I'll never use a torch. Not if I can help it, because you can get a really cool spell called Night Eye. That's really handy. Basically, you can see in the dark. The annoying thing is it makes everything purple. I hope in Skyrim they just make it so it amplifies all the lighting effects around you. Because that purple effect, it gets on my nerves. Yeah. I'm just thinking. As far as... Let's talk about how far I'm going to go with this, like, Let's Play. Obviously, I'm going to have to stop sometime. I'm not going to 100% complete this game. Definitely not. What I'm planning to do all the guilds. That means Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, Thieves Guild, the Dark Brotherhood. I really want to do those four. I was invited to play Left 4 Dead, apparently. I rarely play Left 4 Dead 2 anymore. That game is... It's rather unbalanced, to say the least. I mean, I love balanced things so much. It's so delightful when something's balanced. That's why I quit WoW. That game was getting to be a joke. But yeah, enough of that. What was I talking about? Oh, where I was gonna go. So those four main guilds, main storyline, Shivering Isles. What are those, 6 things? I'm planning to do all those at the minimum. First thing I'm gonna do is start the Mages Guild, because you have to do some stuff before you can access the Arcane University, where you can get altars of spell making, altars of enchanting, so I can enchant my gear with stuff, and then I can make my own custom spells. Custom spells are a must-have for any mage character. If you try to have a mage character without custom spells, you are going to be frustrated beyond belief, because you will not find this perfect spell. When you can make your own spells, you can make your own perfect spell, and it's you make the perfect spell. It's like, what can you do? Anyways, I don't know. I think I'm counting my skills here, because ideally, if you want to level up the most efficiently, you want to get 10 skill levels in the domain, in the attribute domain you want to raise. So I want to raise intelligence, agility, and